Hola muñequita. So today I am doing a little chit chat, get ready with me Q&A. I did like a very simple 15-20 minute makeup and I answered some of your questions that you had. Yeah, if you want to have a chill time, girl time, get to know me a little bit more, then keep on watching. So the first question is perfect to start off this question and answer video, and it is, how are you? Thank you so much for asking that question. I think we need to ask that question more often to people, to just check up on people and make sure everyone's okay. But I am doing really good currently. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, at the end of last year I was really struggling. I was not doing very well mentally, and it was mainly because there was so much going on. Like, it was one thing after another like going on, and I didn't have that support that I would like to have. January, things started turning around for me and I'm doing very, very well now. I was honestly scaring myself a bit during the end of last year, because when I tell you I felt like I was drowning, I literally felt like that. But I'm doing so much better now, and thank you God, because I don't know where I would be right now. I really appreciate people's kindness, and like when they show a little bit of caring for me in that way, I appreciate it. So thank you for that question. And the next question is, what are your goals this year? Okay, so I have a lot of goals. I think it's super important to always have goals for yourself, because I think that's the end goal, is to better yourself, not just your living situation or your economic status, but you want to better yourself as a person. Some goals that I have this year are mainly content creation geared goals. So I would love to get a couple of paid collaborations, but I have been doing this, like making videos, posting them online, for like 5 or 6 years now, and I am nowhere near where I want to be, and it can be very, very discouraging to see others start 1 month ago and already have like 20,000, getting paid collabs, getting noticed by brands. It has been very discouraging, and there has been so many times, countless of times, where I wanted to just quit, because I'm like, what's the point? It's not worth it. So I would love to get monetized. I would love to stay consistent on YouTube and keep uploading weekly. So far I've been doing that, and I'm very proud of myself. For my personal goals, I would love to practice more patience in my life. I'd love to be more present with my children, with my spouse. I want to help my community more. I live in a predominantly migrant farming low-income community, and over the past few weeks I've noticed like just the impact that someone's voice in my community can have, and I would definitely like to get involved more. I also have like anxiety, so there's that. But yeah, those are some of my goals that I have for this year, and I would love to know what goals you have for this year. And another question that I got was, what's your most used product? So this is a tricky question, because there's like a group of products that I have that I love and I will keep repurchasing, but I definitely think like Rare Beauty Brow Gel is a must, my Rare Beauty blushes, this L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and this Huda Beauty Loose Setting Powder. I just got this recently, but I've been using it non-stop. I can make a whole video dedicated to like my most used products, my favorite products, stuff like that, because today I'm only gonna do like a quick, easy makeup routine. Moving on to another question, it's, why would makeup peel? Your favorite primers. So sometimes the way you prep your skin can cause your makeup to peel if you use water-based primers and a silicone silicone based foundation. It could cause your makeup to peel because those are opposite ingredients. If your skin is going through it, if you have really dry skin, if you have really oily skin that nothing's sticking to it, it could peel. So it could be a number of things. What I would suggest for you to figure out what is actually causing it is if you're gonna try different products out, try one product each time. That way you can see like, oh, it's not this primer because it didn't peel, and then next time you could use a different skin prep item like different moisturizer, and if it peels you'll be like, oh well, it's the moisturizer, it's the only different thing that I used. Some of my favorite primers, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, over the past like 6 months to a year, I have not been using primers regularly. I've been using the MAC hydrating serum to prep my skin, and that works awesome. Maybe primers are just not working out for you, and that's totally okay. As we get older, some products are just not going to work for us, unfortunately. I've been finding that out. But yeah, if you have any other questions, DM me. Another question that I got was, what are your go-tos that you carry in your purse daily? So I actually have a what's in my bag video that I posted. I'll link it down in the description below, and that's mainly what I still use to this day. But yeah, having kids, it makes you want to like carry a whole bunch of stuff that you need. Another question that I got was, what made you want to start content creating? So what made me personally want to start content creating was, I've always been a big YouTube girly. Like watching YouTube in 2010 when I moved to California is when I started really like watching YouTube, keeping up with like influencers, YouTubers, all of that stuff. And so I've always been inspired to create content because I think it's a free form to express yourself and to show your life, bond over people. I love that you can bond with someone across the country over the same makeup products, over doing your makeup, over Dollar Tree hauls. Like, that's the power of the internet. It can be used for good. So I actually started making and uploading videos like 2018 or 2019. I'm not sure when I first started making videos, but that's when I first became a stay-at-home mom. I didn't have, you know, people to talk to. I had a little bit more time on my hands, and that's what honestly gave me that push to start uploading and making content. And I still encourage people to do it to this day. I think it's so fun. It's like I said, you bond with people across the country, across the world, and I love that. I love that you get to build that community. Another question that I got was, how many kids do you want? For some reason, I get the feeling that a lot of people want me to have more kids. Right now I have 2. I have a boy and a girl, and I feel very content with the 2 that I have. I get baby fever all the time, honestly, but I always end up having like health complications, like with my blood pressure, and I bleed a lot. So that kind of stops me from having more kids. But in a perfect world, I think I would probably have like 5 kids. If in a perfect world, I'm talking about if I had money, if the world was a better place, definitely I think that would push me to have more kids. My kids do want me to have more kids, but my son wants me to have another son, and my daughter wants me to have another daughter, and it's like, I can't choose the gender. Another question that I got is, what is your biggest dream with social media? So this is a very like deep question. Like, I would have to really think, but right now off the top of my head, I think just monetizing my social media, getting to stay home and living off of social media full time would be such a blessing, and you guys don't understand how much that would help me out in life. Love to monetize my content full time, whether it be through YouTube, TikTok. That would be such a blessing and such a relief if I could do that. As I was editing this video, I realized that like I've actually thought about this question before, and one of my biggest dreams for social media would be to be the face of a makeup campaign, like Rare Beauty. When they do new launches, they do like a whole campaign. I would love to do that for a brand. Like honestly, I feel like I would just like that would be my life goal, like my life dream. I would love to participate in a campaign like that. So, moving on to another question. It is, what is your coffee order? Oh my god. I love my coffee. I am so grateful, so blessed that I have a local coffee business in my town. I literally feel like I manifested that because I remember on Threads I had posted like, I need a local homemade like coffee place in my town, and literally a couple weeks later they announced that they were gonna come out with their own handmade coffees in my area. So favorite is the Duvalin latte. I love anything chocolate and like strawberry coffee flavored. That's like my favorite. I don't really go to Dunkin' like that. From Dunkin', if I am craving a coffee, and I would get the, what's it called? It's like it's one of the frozen coffees. I think it's just called like a mocha frozen coffee, or the lava cake signature latte. Those are the two that I actually like. So another question that I got was, at what age were you allowed to wear makeup? So I grew up mainly with my mom, and she was not strict with like what I would wear if I wore makeup, stuff like that. She was more strict with me sleeping over people's house, me hanging out with my friends after school. Like I wasn't allowed to do that, but I was allowed to wear makeup. And the first time that I ever like bought a makeup product or made her buy me a makeup product was when I was in elementary school. I probably was like 8 or something, and you know those old CoverGirl powdered foundation products? I don't know if they still exist. I'm assuming they do, but I wanted one of those so bad, and I got that. That was the first makeup product I ever had, and I would just pretend to use it. Honestly, I wouldn't even really use it. I would just pretend. I liked using the little puff and pretending. But yeah, my mom was not strict with like that. She would literally cut my hair short. She would straighten it. She would use heat on it. She would do at-home highlights on my hair. She would let me dye my hair. She wasn't strict in that way, but she was very strict on me hanging out with my friends after school. I was not allowed to do that. I was not allowed to sleep over anybody's house, rightfully so. And sorry if the camera angles or the lighting looks different in each clip. It's my camera keeps dying. I forgot to charge it, and right now is the only time I can really make a video. And definitely I want to keep doing the YouTube weekly thing, so gotta do what you gotta do. I think that's all the questions that I got. I tried to screenshot before the story got deleted, because then I have to go in and it's a whole thing. But if I missed your question, just ask it down below and I'll answer it. But I don't think I did. I don't think I missed anyone. This MAC highlighter though, it gives you that perfect like wet, dewy shine to your face, and I think we should bring highlighter back, honestly. Thank you guys so much for sending in your questions. I love chatting with you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video and got to know me a little bit more. You can go ahead and follow me on my social medias so we can keep up with each other, support each other, all of that. And subscribe to become a muñequita. That's what I call you guys, because you guys are little dolls. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.